or needing more money is not being greedy or selfish. Jesus knows everything about us. I mean, everything. And he wants you to ask him for everything, especially when you're in need, or maybe you're wanting an extra income because you want more time with your family. Well, he's going to want you to spend time with your family. I mean, that's what you're here for, to have a family and to grow your family and encourage your children and bring generations and generations into existence. So wanting more or needing more money and asking him to help you find a way to earn that extra income is not being selfish or greedy. I mean, just think. You're thinking, okay, if I had more money, I could help more people. If I had more money, I could have a house in a, my own house and not have to pay rent. If I had more money, I wouldn't have to struggle so much and spend so much time away from my family because I'm having to work, 14 hours a day to make that income. Those things, I mean, the Lord wants you to have more time with your family. He wants you to have a roof over your head. He wants you to be able to make ends meet. He cares if you can pay your electricity because he wants you to have the warmth in the winter and the cool in the summer and to be able to provide for your family. So there's nothing wrong with wanting or needing more money, especially if you're wanting the more money. Say it's a want and not a need. If you're wanting it because you're thinking, well, if I had a little bit more, then I could give a little more. I could volunteer a little more. I could help more people. Then of course he's going to want you to have that so that he can do his work through you. And then if you're needing more, because like me, I'm dipping into my savings. I retired and I'm dipping into my savings now to make ends meet. And I'm thinking, my goodness, I don't want to run out of money because I want to live a long time. I'm only 58. I'm fixing to be 59 in a few months. I have a lot of life to live and a lot of life to give to him, to do his purpose through me. And so I need to make a second income so that I can keep moving forward and spreading his word. So of course he's going to want me to have that. And that's why I'm here. I got to praying because I actually I am dipping into my savings right now to make ends meet, and I need a second income. So I knew going back to a 9-to-5 job was not going to pay me enough of what I needed. And he knows that too, because he knows, like I said, he knows everything about all of us. He knows every hair on our head to the tip of our toes. And so he knows what my financial situation is. And that I needed to make more than a 9-to-5 job was going to give me now that I retired. They're not going to pay me what I was making prior to my retirement. So I made a choice that, the only choices I had was, go back to the 9-to-5 or start my own business. And of course, starting a business, a brick and mortar type business, is thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Well, I couldn't afford that. So I was like, okay, then I'm going to go to the internet, and that's a way I can make this additional income in a substantial amount. I can invest in myself and start a business online. It won't cost me as much, and I won't have the overhead. So that's what I did. I started praying to the Lord. I said, hey, Jesus, please help me find something I can do online to make an additional income income that I need. But I still want to have the flexibility because I've been off, and I'm going to church during the week, and I want to volunteer and help people. And with that additional money, if I had made enough, from paying my bills and everything, then I also want to give back through the church. Excuse me. So that's what I'm doing now. I went online. He helped me find a training. I invested in the training to learn digital marketing. So I'm learning digital marketing through a training. And that's how I'm going to make my second income. Have my own business. It gives me flexibility. Once I learn the program and I implement it and get better at it, then I'll have a 2-hour workday. I can get my workday down to 2 hours. And I thought, that's brilliant. If I can work 2 hours a day to keep my business going and do the Lord's work at the same time, then it's a win-win situation. And I can still feel retired, and I can still give back and volunteer and go to church. So that's when I knew that this training was the answer to my prayers. And if you found this video, he's led you here to me for a reason. And that's what I'm doing. And if you want to know how to do that, because you can use your purpose and your calling to make that additional income and to free you up to have more time with your family, that's what he wants. But you have to take action. You're going to have to cast your net out there just like I did into the internet world where there's 5 billion people. It's like a sea of fish out there. Just like whenever he told Peter to cast his net on the other side of the boat and he brought in all those fish. Well, there's plenty of fish out there in the internet world for us to make an additional income. And if you're willing to invest in yourself and in this training program that I'm doing, then they're going to teach you and I'm going to help you succeed through this training to make that second income. And you're going to find your true purpose. Okay? You're going to find your true purpose. And I developed through what I've learned. I mean, I've been doing this a couple of months now. I mean, as far as March 18th, I started making my first YouTube video. And in that time, I've already learned how to make some PDF documents. I made a guide. I'm going to give you this free guide. It's called the Guide Her that Jesus inspired me to make. So through his wisdom and everything, I have made this Guide Her. I call it the Guide Her, and it's a spiritual guide that's going to help you discern what your purpose is and what he's calling you to do. And I believe that he helped you find my video for a reason, because you're a Christian woman and you want more out of your life, and you feel that the Holy Spirit is nudging you this way, or you wouldn't have found this video, and you're just trying to make sure that you've made the right choice. And this is you're basically a sign. This is your sign. And I will help you through this journey just like he's going to help you through this journey. And if you'll get this guide, it's a spiritual guide that will help you discern what your calling is and what he's inspiring and putting on your heart to do. And I'll give it to you free. All you have to do is say guide in the comments and I'll get it to you. Or you can click on in the description below the video to get this free Guide Her. And in the meantime, I've also have a community that I've started. I've started a community and it's in school. And I also have that link below my Guide Her in my below my bio and everything, my YouTube channel. And it has the link to the school, to the Faith Casters Basket. And that is my Christian woman's community where we're going to support each other through our business journey or just through our life journeys, ins and outs of our Christian life and our faith and our families. And I'm putting devotionals out there, and we can pray for each other, and we can see each other's answered prayers, and we can help each other out there in the community. It's called the Faith Casters Basket. So, but if you want to get my guide, my free Guide Her, it's there for you. And I hope that you do. And I pray that you do. I believe that he inspired me to put this together for you and to encourage you to cast your net out there. And I will be here with you, and I'll pray that you do get the guide, and I pray that, I know if you get it, it's going to help you. So that's how sure I am that he helped inspire it and inspiring you, and he helped you find this video. Thank you, and I'll pray for you, and have a great evening. Bye.